gamers? It's Gio here, and today we're going to be talking about how DICE has got their mojo back in Battlefield 1. Now, I played Battlefield 1 with the 10-hour Origin Access thingy, and I had a blast. I mean, this is the most fun I probably had since Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 in the Battlefield game. A lot of the bugs have been fixed that were in the beta, like the horses, you couldn't even hear them running up on you. Now you can. There are a few things that I don't think they balanced right. Like they said the light tank was getting balanced, and I was wrecking face in that thing. I mean, it was complete overkill. Maybe they meant nerf it going against other tanks. I don't know about infantry because that thing is a wrecking machine. Sniping is still a little too easy if you ask me. I mean, it still feels like a laser getting shot across the field. It doesn't have enough drop for my liking. That's why a lot of people end up using it. But what I'm seeing in some of these maps, it's not like you know, Sinai or whatever desert that map. It actually ends up being less snipers than that map. And to be honest, a lot of these maps, that was a poor map to have in a beta that may have turned people off. But the map design is one of the best. I would probably say even better than Battlefield 3. To be honest, I didn't really like Battlefield 4. It felt like a damn a remaster of Battlefield 3, a poor remaster. But the maps on here remind me of the Bad Company 2 days, and I love that map design. They kind of went back with it on here. I'm even going back to play the rush modes. The rush modes on here feel so good with the maps. I was worried because on Sinai Desert, it was terrible. It was a lot of tank fest and snipers, and it just didn't feel fun. Like when you were attacking, it just felt like you were getting wrecked by the defensive. They had the high ground. It seemed like I don't know why it seemed like they had more vehicles. I don't think they did, but I don't know. It just felt like that to me for whatever reason. But these maps with the trenches, the way they have it set up, even some parts of the map, what they did, from what I heard, they took out a separate part of the map that's not even in Conquest and saved it for the rush mode. And I think that is real cool that you generated a map that's not in Conquest but still on that map, but it's its own separate thing. And that's what makes the rush mode feel so fresh and cool, because they didn't just hurry up, stick something together, a whole bunch of maps in one Conquest map. They made their own custom map for it. So I do love that, and I'm glad it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually very good. So the sound, the design, the graphics, I mean, this is probably the best FPS shooter right now of this generation. And I'm not bullshitting. Like, this game is legit. When my 10 hours were up, I threw a fucking hissy fit like my son would. I was like, no, I want to play more now. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to touch the single player. I'm not much of a single player guy, so I can't really touch too much on it. But it did look real nice. The storytelling of it, I like the different perspectives of the different characters. So I actually may give it a try this time. But most of the time with single players, it just feels like a shooting gallery to me. I like wrecking other players, not no AI where I feel good about myself shooting some dummy bots, you know. But I will be giving that a go, like I said, because I just love the aspect of how they show all the characters. And there's this mission in particular. I was watching this show. I wish I knew the name of it, because if you're into Battlefield 1, this is actually a real good show to watch about World War I. But they got this tank mission on there that I really like. And on the show I was watching, I forgot the name of the battle, but they had like 400 something tanks to push the Germans back, and only 38 of these came back. But those tanks were the difference makers, and the way those tanks were set up with the fumes, like it's like the muffler was coming in, all the muffler fume stuff was coming in the tank, and these guys had to battle through that. It was just a real cool story seeing what these guys went through in that tank to push the Germans back. But that was the key victory to that war. That's why I'm not really too mad about tanks wrecking infantry, because like I said, it happens. Infantry is going to get wrecked all the time by a tank. I don't understand why people get too mad. Like I said, I just want more options, and I do like the mortar option, But even that just seems a little too limited and not enough damage power. Like I just feel like I still had no chance against some of these vehicles with some of the weapons we gave us, and they didn't really boost too many of the like the sniper tank anti-tank bullet, or I forgot the rocket launcher that you gotta prone on. Like that is just so whack because I'm always getting wrecked. Every time I lay down, the tank always catches me. Unless you're on, maybe if you're on hardcore, like I said, they can't go in third-person view. On normal, I mean, they're gonna look around all the time and come get you, unless it's like 4 or 5 of them rushing. But that usually never happens. I'm always able to catch them and just boom, boom, and just blast them back. But in closing, if you're still not too sure about it, like I said, I would pay the little $5 for Origin Access. You get 10 hours to the game. See it if you like it yourself, or on Xbox, I think it's EA Access. I don't know if PS4 has it. I don't think they do. I think it's only those 2 platforms. Try for yourself. It's $5. You get 10 hours of the game. And if you don't like it, whatever. And then if you do, you get a 10% discount on it. So that's what I end up doing. I couldn't get enough of it. So I think DICE is definitely back in their glory, and I'm loving what they're doing. And I think the DLC will also be awesome, depending on if they keep up the map quality like this. I don't think people will be too pissed about that DLC. But you guys have a blessed day, and one more thing, gaming for life.